Hello and welcome to another episode of Kwesi's Corner with me, Kwesi. Today we are going to be touching on the fantastic mid-range kit from Mapex, which is the Mapex Armory. We've touched on it before, we're going to touch on it again. Up next. And here we have, once again, the Mapex Armory kit. We've reviewed it before. We're reviewing it again because we can and because you cannot stop us. Ha! We, as Drumshack, have sold this in droves since the last video. People can understand what it is about and its appeal and its price point. So we just thought we'd touch on it again with a slightly better video in terms of the sound quality. So this particular kit is the Armory Rock Fusion setup. The finish is a very striking and edgy Black Dawn. But it is very striking, it looks great. Nice touches on the finish. It's got this kind of like fade that fades top and bottom from the dawn in the middle. The configuration is as follows. You've got a 22 by 18 inch kick, 10 by 8 rack tom, 12 by 9 rack tom, 14 by 14 floor tom, and a 16 by 16 floor tom. For space purposes, I have placed a floor tom either side of the snare because this room is quite small and it actually came off all right, so we might actually do some more videos from this angle. But so before we were advertising this without the hardware, this is a particular bundle with the hardware included. So this comes in at a very nice price point, one that is listed below. And basically it comes with 8005 hardware. That is Mapex 8005 hardware, which includes 2 boom stands, they're black ones, snare stand, bass drum pedal, and hi-hat pedal, and obviously the clamps for the toms. So, you know, all in all, a really good deal. So with this, you have this awesome setup, which I before didn't mention, also comes with a 14 by 5.5 steel tomahawk snare as standard. The tomahawk snare is also by Mapex. It features a really, really good set of hardware on the snare itself, triple flange hoops top and bottom, and an ambassador on top, a Remo ambassador on top. The heads on the actual toms themselves are all and the bass drum are all like UT heads, so they're stock heads. But as you're going to see, this doesn't actually matter too much, surprisingly. The reason why is because it features Sonic Clear technologies. This Sonic Clear technology was established by Mapex a few years back. It basically means that you can tune your drum more easily because the surface of the bearing edge is flatter, which enables more surface area from the actual skin to be touching the surface of the bearing edge. There's only one other brand I know that I can tune as clear as this, but this is by far the easiest mid-range kit that I've ever had to tune straight out of the box, ever. And I've said that in the last video, with even the UT Remo heads, which some consider it's a downgrade from the standard American Remo heads. But it comes as standard with the kit, except for the ambassador coated that's on the snare, which is a standard issue American head. But it doesn't really matter because these coated heads, once on this drum, actually sound pretty amazing. Like I said, the tuning range is amazing. Extremely easy to mess around with and achieve different tones with that straight out of the box. Now, I'm not joking, like straight out of the box. It's very interesting. So yeah, basically this is made from birch and maple, so it's a hybrid 6-ply shell all around. Each shell, obviously, except for the snare, and so that promotes punchiness and projection at the same time. So you've got the warmth of the maple, and you've got basically the projection of the birch wood. All in all, this kit is pretty solidly made. No qualms with any of the hardware that's issued with the kit, i.e. the toms and the holders. They've actually improved the hardware since the last time we did this demo. So you can see slight changes in design, making it look a little sleeker, and it's slightly more functional than the first iteration of the Armory kit. Like I said, the finish is great, tone's great. They've managed to make it not look like a cheap kit for the price range, for the price point. So the boss actually, before the video, I'm gonna hot him up for this. The boss actually called me and said, "Quasi, could you take care? Can you take care with this kit, because you know, don't want you to damage the finish. It's a really nice finish. Could you be careful?" so I was careful, boss. I was careful. This again just brings it up a little bit. You know, they're really something to be taken seriously now, because you can take this seriously on a gig, on a tour, in the studio, and not feel that, you know, you're slightly embarrassed because it's not quite there in terms of quality, both in sound and look. This is actually a respectable piece, and I know that Mapex have been working in conjunction for a very long time, or quite a while, with one of the drummers that I look up to, being a studio drummer myself, Russ Miller, who has worked tirelessly with them to bring some interesting, you know, changes to the lineup and the sound, and certain bits and pieces that needed to be reworked. So all in all, a very, very impressive mid-range kit. You know, for those of you who don't want to spend above a certain amount, you've got a certain amount to spend with when it comes to hardware and drums. Not even cymbals, but hardware and drums. And you don't want to, you know, kind of break the bank too much, but you want something that you know you're not going to replace anytime soon. So this really does fit the bill when it comes to that. So for those of you who are looking to, like I said, upgrade from your first kit, or have, you know, like a really dependable gigging kit or even touring kit, for the more advanced drummer who doesn't want to break the bank and needs to find something that is within your price bracket, this ticks boxes. As I said in the last video, it does tick boxes. So without further ado, you're going to hear a bit about this. Up front, I'm going to mess about, and yeah, form your own opinion. Please note, for those of you who don't know much about drums, this doesn't come with cymbals. The cymbals that I've been using in this video have been chosen by me, and for illustration purposes, it's like a serving suggestion. So what you have here is a 21-inch Bosphorus Turk Ride, you've got the 18-inch Bosphorus Syncopation Crash, and you've got the 14-inch Turk hats also by Bosphorus, and you also have this little thingamajig. It's a little stack that I've put together because Bosphorus allow me to fiddle with cymbals. Does that sound right? Yeah, they allow me to fiddle with cymbals, and I did, and I came up with this lovely little stack that you can put on top of your hi-hat, and it's like basically a 5-inch splash on top of an 8-inch splash. But enough about that. And thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, please do not hesitate to give us a like. Show us some love, please. I need to get paid. Please do contact us on the website and on our email regarding bits and pieces. If you have any questions about the kit or any parts of this video, i.e. the cymbals or whatever, give us a tinkle, a ding, whatever you guys call it in your part of the land, and the guys at Drumshack will be happy to contact you and keep you updated, because obviously there's a lot about this kit that we have to discuss. So without further ado, have a great week, guys, and we will see you next time. Take care.